Good evening, everyone. It is April 3rd, 2023. Now, tomorrow, news-wise, we have jolts at 10 a.m., but other than that, we will be in the clear. And yesterday, my prediction, I suppose you could call it, was that I thought we would spend at least 1 to 2 days above the 4080s, and that we would not get acceptance above 4191. Well, we've had our 1 day, and we're trading well above 4080, and we are still trading below that 4191. Now, while we're trading in this green zone over here, we are inside that choppy water sort of scenario, and that's what we saw today. We had a nice, the overnight was quite tight, quite a consolidative overnight, broke value area high of the overnight pretty much right off the open, and had this nice ramp upwards until we got to this area 54, 55. This was an area I was really watching. I got short there. And you can see that we just flushed down lower. The CVD on TradingView at least was getting towards 100,000 at those highs. So usually when you see such strong buying, but price not going anywhere, it's the similar as shorts getting squeezed at the lows, and you just see price reverse heavily to the other side. Notably, though, after that, we were able to get back over this 41.34 quarter, and that was that prior week's value area high, the 95% value area high from last week. And I mentioned that as long as we're holding that area, we're in a very hyper bid environment intraday, and you saw that we developed a point of control here around 36, and then we had that ramp up into the close, not breaking the day's high, interestingly, but closing right around 53 on the 4 p.m. close. So going in tomorrow, what am I looking at? Well, if we fail to make a new high in the week during this Globex session, which I would be surprised, I do think it would mean that we're looking for price to make new lows on the week at that point. However, if we do break those highs, I think we'll be looking at 41.65 or 41.88, this upper area to be tagged. I think that's when we're going to get those breakout attempts. For now, we're holding that 55 number. So let's go into what I'm looking at for tomorrow. Let's take a look here. You can see there's quite a few qualifiers here, and that's just because I don't want to get chopped up in this choppy area. If we open between 28 and 31.5, so what does that actually mean? It's pretty much saying if we open in range of yesterday, but below where 95% of the volume occurred. So it's saying we're opening in range, but in quite a weak location. That I want to be short 34 quarter. Again, that 95% of prior week's value area high. If we do open above 41 quarter, so above the Q1 high of day, the Q1 high and what is now our settlement highs, then I do want to be long 36s, just this point of control, this accumulation area. If we open somewhere around here, I will be looking for a run of yesterday's high and getting short 54s. If we gap up, I will be looking for a long off 53. So that's how I'm looking to play this area. Other than that, nothing's really changed for me. Still looking for a long off 41.17, long 4100, 88.5 after a tag of 82s, and then looking to short 67.75s. I don't think we'll be getting into that 88 quite tomorrow. I think we can hold off on that for now, but I am just looking. I think this will be primarily where we're trading within for tomorrow. Notably, we did get some move in the VIX today. However, I think today's range still came in relatively tight. What is this, 30 points or so, 35 points? 30 points. So it's still quite a tight range, although we got a nice back and forth right in the morning. Overall, nothing too crazy. So I'll be looking to the overnight to get a better idea as to what we might expect. Again, if we fail to take out that RTH high of the day during this overnight session, I would be a little bit more biased to the downside, and I may not end up taking that 36 quarter long. So I'm sure there'll be some changes to this pre-market, and I'll be updating those on Twitter per usual. Other than that, have a great night and trade safe if you're trading this Globex. Good night.